baby.
But the teas are all energy teas, and I
don't trust those scoops. Bunch of concentrated mineral stuff.
I tried to get them to give me more. I'm like, give me some more. Give me
2 scoops of raisins, baby.
Bunch of scoops.
Ooh, I bought some of that today at the grocery store, Skilbo.
Yeah.
Some brand?
Mm-hmm.
Was it
Welcome
Late
to
Sesh?
the Late Sesh. I am Scoop Peterson. I'll be your host this evening. And
eat your leafy greens, damn it.
Who was that?
Is that your UK accent?
I didn't know I had an accent. That was just me being stern.
Just doing your thing, right?
Stern Uncle Red. Eat your leafy greens.
How can you expect to have any pudding if you don't eat your leafy greens?
Pilgrim.
I'm waiting for the summertime so my leafy greens grow again. Even my dogs.
You don't need summertime for leafy greens.
My dogs are going out there and fucking chewing the fucking kale. They're still going out there.
Yeah.
The kale is fucking like dead and brown, and they're out there trying to eat it. I'm like,
really?
What's wrong with you guys? The fuck
What's wrong with you guys?
Garden hasn't grown, and they're already out there fucking with it.
I just remember
kale, spinach, Swiss chard, bok choy.
Yeah, strawberries already popping in my front flower bed that I
all
planted
good
last year.
options to grow all winter long.
Yeah, I'm excited about those.
Well,
Irises are already popping.
Seems a little early.
Cheers, Daddy Red.
I saw those white ones at the store today. They're very strange.
Pine berries. They're called pine berries, I think.
You didn't buy them?
Pine berry? Is that what they are?
I
did not pull the trigger on them. No.
What?
I didn't.
I feel like they're expensive.
That's why I didn't, because I've never had them, and I wasn't sure what to look for and like if they were even good ones or not, and so I didn't buy them. But I've heard that they were good. Several people, I posted on my story on Instagram, and several people reached out and said they were good. So I guess I should have bought them.
Have you ever had the cotton candy grapes?
Yes, they're good as fuck.
$12.
Really good.
Ooh, 12. Well, you never know. There is such a thing as inflation.
Those strawberries I heard taste like pineapple, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. I saw them at the greenhouse.
I wanted that pink pineapple. Have you seen the pink pineapple?
I haven't seen the pink one, no.
Man, I want one really bad, but they're
the flesh is pink or the outside?
$13. Yeah, the flesh is pink.
Whoa.
I bet that's really good on pizza.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder if it's
tell them what you eat on your pizza.
Do a poll.
Pineapple on pizza.
Oh, I'm all about
pizza.
If you have pineapple and it's cooked, I'll eat. I don't give a fuck. I'll eat on pizza. I'll eat on hams.
Yeah, cooked pineapple's great.
Love cooked pineapple.
I was just telling Becca last week we needed to get a pineapple to cook.
I will be alone on this island happily. I will eat all the pizza that has no pineapple.
My go-to pizza is pineapple and mushroom.
Skilbo will raw dog the pineapple only.
Yeah, no.
Well, eat the pizza either way. Skilbo.
I'm with you, Skilbo.
Pineapple and mushroom. Yeah, no meat.
Oh, you don't like it at all?
I've never had that, Red.
Oh, it's a great combination. Excellent combination.
Not on pizza.
I'll try it.
Yeah, pineapple and mushroom. Try it out.
Why don't you just do fucking the total Shaggy and Scooby and go pineapple and anchovies and put some chocolate sauce on it?
I used to dig anchovies on my pizza.
I don't mind anchovies.
I got a can of sardines. I almost busted out a can of sardines for lunch, but Becca made it home in time with some rice.
Man, if it's looking back at you, that guy trying to draw the line at that.
That was starting to sound bad.
Anchovies? Oh man, anchovies.
Yeah, anchovies, man. It's gross.
Yeah, dude, little salty fish.
I don't like fish.
No, I've never been that hungry to where I had to eat something before it was gutted, man.
Little salty fishes. Oh, I don't know, man. The anchovies I've had were gutted. They were just little half fishes.
Little crunchy heads.
Fucking crunchy heads and eyeballs.
No heads. No heads.
No heads? Oh, they took the heads off?
No, the mustard
sauce.
I've
had. Yeah, no.
That's a plus.
Oh, you're thinking of sardines, Scobo. Mustard sauce and olive oil.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, sardines. Yeah, that's the good stuff. There shouldn't be heads on those either. Those should be gutted too. The worst you get on those sardines is a spine.
Bro, I get the Save-A-Lot kind, the cheap shit.
Crunch.
You got to pull the spine out of it. You can eat the spine. I've eaten the spine. I eat the spine all the time. Sometimes you just want to pull that spine.
Red, have you ever had cost cutter sardines that kind of has little scissors on them?
No, just the pull tab style.
Every time I eat eel on sushi, I always get a bone.
Ooh,
so
that's a hell of a comment.
That's a sharp bone.
Can't do eel anymore.
You get pretty excited when you eat eel. Is that what you're saying?
What?
Feels good at
Oh,
sushi.
I get a bone. Yeah.
It's a mighty fine lamprey.
I didn't even think of it that way. It did sound like that, didn't it? No, I don't get a boner when I eat eel because I always get a bone. So, no thanks. I'm gonna let everybody
I
else.
wonder if it's like a beak or something.
It's a what?
I wonder if it's like a bill or a beak or something, or like a tooth or something.
A mandible claw.
Well, they have
Like a squid?
cartilagey.
Like a squid beak?
They have like cartilagey stuffs in there that
Yeah.
allows them to go.
Yeah. Eels are fucking disgusting.
Pretty sure eels
in like a 1970s solo on the fucking organ there.
Eels, another good reason.
I don't know
not
what
to go
she
in the
was
fucking
doing there.
ocean.
That was my
That was your
eel
Liberace.
cartilages.
Phalanges.
I don't know.
I think eel have a full skeleton, don't they? Like a snake?
They got a whole mouth.
Do they?
with teeth and shit.
I think so. I think they have a.
Where's
They
Fergurley
first
when we need him? Fergurley is the guy that's the Animal Planet guy.
I don't
for
know, though.
MBGS.
I think they have a skeleton. I think they do. I'm guessing they're like a snake, snake-like.
Yeah, so they have
must
like
be-
whatever.
Well, there's a reason they call him a jellyfish, and it's
They're like-
jellyfish is known.
They're
for
like
not having the
fish.
bones.
They're like fish.
Jellyfish, another reason not to go in the fucking ocean.
Google
Portuguese
says
man of
elevator
war.
phone.
Nah.
I've been in the
Jellyfish.
ocean a bazillion times, Spartan, and I've never been stung by a jellyfish.
Guess
I've
what?
been-
we have
I've been
that in
stung by
common. I have not been stung by a jellyfish either.
Just remember to piss on it if you get stung, right?
Right.
Tie
Problem solved.
your bathing suits at the legs.
Sequence, that was your cue.
I've been in the ocean
I was
Water
doing
sports.
a
I
little
don't give a
research,
shit.
bro.
times.
If it's stinging, pee on it. Piss all over that shit.
Oh, I will, dude.
Yeah, that does not work.
Yeah, that's
I've
that's
heard
just
it
a way to
doesn't,
get your
but-
that's just a way to get your cousin to pee on your leg.
I can't wait to be on her leg.
Mark your
Let's not-
territory.
Go in jellyfish infested waters anytime.
Didn't we
soon.
already do this topic when we talked about the jellyfish
Yeah.
up the pants?
Dude, it's the
Probably
late sesh.
every
We've
time
done
the
every
ocean-
topic already once.
We
It's
did
just,
this one.
it's good times.
We have to
I
make
mean,
sure to
recently
warn the
though.
people.
Recently, we did it like last week. I think
Let's
last week.
do the
last week
time
was
warp
jellyfish
again.
in the legs.
It's possible. That's a
I remember
record.
swimming. I was swimming in
Damn, skill ball.
Gozo community. I don't know. It was somewhere in Malta. I was in the Mediterranean swimming around and just fucking. I'm just casually looking one direction, and I'm like, oh, this little this size little jellyfish is there, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna like get closer and check it out because it's little and whatever, and I get close to it, I'm like, okay, cool. I turn and there's a few more, so I'm like, all right, well, I'm fuck these guys. I'm gonna I look down. There's like a lot more. I mean, a lot more. I mean, like millions of these fucking things.
Yeah,
They're
they're
like
just
kind of coming up and they're rising, and I'm like, nope, fuck this. I turn around. They're behind me. They're around me. They're like everywhere. I had to like skim up and over these little fucking things. They're little tiny little fuckers, man. There were just thousands of them.
I just
They were coming for you,
They
Rick.
were
Yeah,
coming
that's it,
for
too.
me, dude. They
It
were
was
like
coming
out of
right for me.
nowhere. Out of nowhere. I'm like, there's like nothing. I see one,
The
and all of a sudden,
swarm.
there's just so many of them. Yeah, it was like a swarm of bees. Still
They knew you were easy prey,
tiny,
dude.
clear too, like clear. They're just like this little
Jellyfish.
like
just like
distortions
They
in
were
the
all like-
water. Random
It's a
little weird,
hippie.
just weird distortion.
They were gonna digest your wook ass.
They
He's
just look at
an
you like
organic.
They were ready to eat.
He's gonna be tasty.
They were ready to eat. Fortunately, I
away?
was
Organic.
yeah, dude. I was a young buck.
Did it
Like
sting?
I was like 19 years old.
Real
Fucking, I
tender?
was a swimmer. I was a medaled swimmer in my day, and so I swam up and out of there.
Oh, you didn't even get stung once?
No, I didn't get stung by any of them. I just
Oh, damn.
hightailed it out of there. I skimmed.
Fucking,
You
I
big
skimboarded.
tease.
I swam so fast.
Yeah,
I,
you
swam,
big
I,
tease.
skim, I
Fucking
skimboarded.
Next time at least
I know better. I already told
Glory.
you guys about letting the jellyfish swim up your bathing suit.
You do not want to get
Stung on
gooched
the
by a
inside of your
jellyfish,
leg.
Red. Trust me. No goochings.
No, dude. No. Fortunately, they've only got me on my leg, not on my. Woohoo.
You've been gooched in a while, Red.
Jellyfish in the shorts, no fun.
Ooh,
That's why I don't have a
Yeah.
line. I don't fuck with a liner in my bathing. I get bathing suits. I cut those liners out for a couple of
Me too,
reasons.
dude.
One of them they
Lazy
shave
free
and
balling.
they rub, but the other one is you don't want anything to get stuck inside of that.
You want to
Dude,
let
I
the
swear to
fish
God, they make those like for children on the inside. It's like this is not a size for an adult male. I mean, this
The
is
size. Well, I have thighs that are like bigger around than my head.
that's what I'm saying. You can't even get your fucking leg in the holes that they
My
make. on the
thighs
thing.
are like this big around. You know what I mean? I can't get my
I bought new ones for the Mexico trip, and none of them came with that liner on the inside.
That's perfect.
They were like all
you
Hurley
gotta
brand.
get board
other-
shorts.
Yeah, and then none of them had that.
Board shorts don't have those.
Well, speaking of getting bid on the schwang, Sequence and I went to go see Jackass Forever this weekend. One of the
There's
dudes
a little bit of that.
put a fucking baby snapping turtle on it.
Alligator snapping turtle, dude.
See, if he would have cut the net out of his shorts, it would have fallen right through.
The shit
Yeah,
that these
thought it got
guys
stuck in his
do.
pants.
I mean, I laughed until I cried several times, but like, why? Like, why? Why do you, how do they sit there one day and think, you know what would be a good idea? Let's do this. And,
Was it Chris Pontius? Was it Chris
It
Pontius
was.
that did?
It was.
I could
yeah.
see him doing that. Okay, that
Mhm.
makes sense. Yeah, he's the nature boy.
And do not, if
Yep.
chat or anybody have like a teenager that they're like, oh, I'll take them to see Jackass. Don't. There's lots of dicks. Just lots of dicks. So
many
just
dicks.
be forewarned, just in case you want to take your daughter, because
Sounds-
apparently.
So you're saying it wasn't like tastefully artsy dicks. It was like raw and
There are
dirty
some
fucking
artsy
dicks,
dicks
right?
in there.
Wait a minute.
Well-
you thought the movie might have some tastefulness to it, Skibble? What made you think that?
I
These
mean,
guys have
it's
been doing
high
this shit for
cinematography
20
as it could
years.
be.
20 years, guys. We know they pull their dicks out by now.
I think it's over. I think it's
Helicopters.
almost 30. Red. I've been watching them since I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I think I watched it one
So-
time and I was like, yep, not for me.
Oh, it was funny though. Like there was one skit I could have done without. One stunt, I should have said, called the Vomitron. And I'll just leave it at that.
The Vomitron. Oh my
Sequence,
god.
what was your favorite one?
I don't know. It was a great movie. I like the ones where they surprise people and then have something like smack them in the face.
Yeah, it's a new movie, man. You can't do spoilers.
Yeah,
I
we
can't
can't.
spoil it.
Jackass.
It's a brand new
It's
movie.
not like it's suspenseful. You just want to see somebody
No,
get
it is.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Some
still,
of the humor is like the surprise of something.
Jackass is like
Yeah.
top movie out right now. Just
Yeah,
like
it's really
they're like
It
number
was
one.
funny.
It was worth the ticket.
Yeah, always
And
are.
everybody stayed through all the credits and watched all the extras and everything. It was really cool.
My favorite prank
Funny.
that Jackass did was when they set up the giant hand. And they set the giant hand up and they bent it back
In the hallway.
in the hallway. And it
Oh
was
my
like
God.
fucking I think it was Bam or somebody, Bam or Jared, somebody was walking in. He had a fucking full cup of like coffee and breakfast for everybody. And he had like both his hands full and he's walking in. And it was, what were they doing? They were doing the where they make you a statue. What's that called? Not ceramicing. Fuck, it's right on the tip of my tongue. They make you say, I don't know what the fuck it is, but they dump water on you, then they hit you with flour, and then they fucking smack them with the fucking hand. Oh my god. They just destroyed
Antiqued
him.
him.
Antique, thank you. They antiqued him. When you're getting antiqued, you get dumped with water, and then you get dumped with flour or cement or some shit. I'm imagining the worst
Baby powder.
part is with baby powder or cement or some shit, but yeah, they got him. Oh, they got him good, dude. If you can picture a hand that's probably 4 feet tall and maybe 4 feet wide or something like that, and probably weighs a good 50 or 60 pounds. I mean, this thing like was on spring loaded.
Took him off his feet.
Oh, dude, took him right off his feet. It just clotheslined him. Yeah, you're walking through a doorway and
With
then
hot
just-
coffee.
Hot coffee, yeah, and just a giant spring-loaded hand came and smacked him. I wish we could show it.
The fist behind the note on the wall, like Elite GP said in the chat, was one of my favorite ones ever. So you walk up and you're reading this note, and it gets smaller and smaller text as you're reading, so you get closer and closer, and then a big fist punches you.
Oh my god, dude, that's the best. Wee
I always
man
remember
jumps
the
out, it's like,
sound of
hey.
the Jaws where they were walking around with the clippers. And they were just walking up behind each other and just.
Oh,
Oh,
buzzing each
yeah.
other. Dude,
That was one thing, is they kept showing clips of the older footage, to and kind of interspersed in it, which was kind of fun to see, and it's amazing. You don't really, when you see yourself every day in the mirror and you get older, you don't really think about yourself getting that old until you see yourself in pictures or whatever from 20 years ago. And man, I mean, I've been watching those guys for a million years, and it's just crazy, like to see the footage of them back then as to now. And it's like, oh, I guess we all have aged. Oh well, that's life. But
How are the movie theaters these days? I haven't been in like a year or more.
This was excellent. We got to pick our seats. You get to decide if you wanted to, you know,
Nice.
where you wanted to sit. And
they have beer and wine if you want to drink. For those that want to drink, and
A smoking movie theater would be really cool. Just
that
saying.
would be cool.
Yeah, back like the good old days when we used
A lot
to
of them have the reclining
smoke in the
seats.
The bougie seats.
Yeah, the
I
booze.
miss being able to smoke in McDonald's.
Yeah,
Hey man, I came back from Germany.
Hospitals, man.
And
I miss
I
smoking there.
walked into a McDonald's and I was smoking a cigarette. I was just trying to make a quick order and shit. I didn't want to fuck with the drive-through. And I'm looking around like at the table. I was trying to put my cigarette out, and everybody was looking at me like I had sprouted another head and shit. But I'd been gone for a while. And by the time I came back, I'm like, "What? You can't smoke in here?" Like, no, you can't smoke in any fucking restaurant anymore. What are you talking about?
That's hilarious.
Okay, I'm out of here.
my first job.
It was like 93.
I was working the salad table, you know, making salads, while the waitresses were smoking cigarettes right behind me, shoulder to shoulder with me. That was the smoking section. So the wait, you know, I was I was of age. I think I was, you know, I think at like if you were like 16 or something, they would like
Smoke
turn a
chard,
blind eye.
Red.
If you were 16, they'd turn a blind eye. So I'd sit there and I'd have a cigarette sitting there burning, you know what I mean? And nobody'd be standing around. I'd go puff that thing, turn around, make a few salads, you know. That's what fucking they didn't give a shit. They didn't care.
What
Go
I
in the
never
bathroom.
understood was why you assholes all got free smoke breaks when a non-smoker like me never got the breaks.
Right.
No. Always,
Yeah,
always
Don't
use it.
hate.
Smoke breaks.
Always
So
use
did I
that
hear
excuse.
this right, Red? You used to toss salads for old ladies? Is that what I heard you?
Toss salads. Toss salads for cigarette. Yeah, toss salads for cigarettes.
Cigarettes for Lucy's, right? That's what it is.
Yeah,
He
little-
still does.
the little old waitress ladies.
Depends on the price.
How much are we paying for a Lucy, Red?
Oh, they've always been $1.
They've always been $1.
Always.
That's right. Always.
Always been $1.
Just one.
You can still in Jackson there. I could still take you to a place and you can still get them.
They still sell Lucy's?
Woo! A rub and tug?
I could
No,
take you to another. I could take you to a massage parlor too.
But it's $5. No, a Lucy is a loose cigarette. It's like instead of like selling a pack, they used to break them down. That's why Red's like they're always $1. So you always give somebody $1 at a restaurant for a cigarette. Don't just be a bum.
Yeah, cigarettes are always $1. Even though, dude, they're not supposed to do it, but every now and then you can catch a gas station that would do that.
I swear, dude, they have a fucking corner store in town. You can go get them here.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't think.
Not the, obviously the best part of town, but you just don't hang out.
Yeah, Lucy's.
Just get your handy and get out of there.
Man, they're probably like $5.
Yeah.
$5
go.
a Lucy nowadays.
Probably can get it there too.
And a Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
$6 and just be straight.
The Rudy's
Heidi and a
fucking
Lucy.
the Rudy's opened early by work. I haven't been able to get in there. It's been so fucking busy, but one of these days I'll be back in there getting me an olive burger, and I can't wait.
Olive burger with Swiss.
No, I wish they put Swiss on it. That'd be
It's
badass.
supposed to be Swiss and then lettuce tomato.
Can you get
No
it without
pickles. No
tallow?
pickles on an olive burger.
No, all it is fucking olives and mayonnaise on top of a fucking hamburger. It's fucking awesome.
Remember when they came out with those like energy drink Budweisers?
No.
Oh, dude.
That sounds disgusting as
Oh,
fuck.
it
man.
was so disgusting. It was so gross,
You
dude.
loved them.
It was like it was like
It's like a Jaeger.
no, I didn't love
like a
them. For
Jaeger
some
bomb?
reason. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like
It tastes like cough syrup.
it was I don't know, dude. It was they were rough, man. There was a couple of companies. I can't think of the name of the other one that they had, but they weren't around for very long. It was alcohol and energy drink, and they ended up being God, dude. What was the name of the one? I know
First
Loco?
century Zimas.
it wasn't Four Loco. it wasn't Four Loko, but it was a similar. It was like before Four Loko, and then I think Four
Spark
Loko
was another one.
Spark. Is that what you're saying? Sparks or Sparks?
Yes, I've
Spark.
seen those before. Yeah, it's like 10 years
Budweiser
ago.
also had one. Budweiser was the worst of them all, but it was Spark. I would get lunch break at the old. I went to a trade school, and we'd get a solid hour lunch. It was hands on work all day, and I worked with a lot. I went to school with a lot of people that were like in other skilled trades and stuff like that. A lot of people that would go to the bar at lunchtime and things like that. We'd go to the liquor store and we'd go to the old liquor store and get like double-decker pizzas and a beer for lunch, you know, smoke a doobie, grab a Sparks in a double-decker pizza. It was the most unhealthy 2 years of my life, probably. But
I think
learned-
all those energy drink alcohols are illegal now. 'Cause
yeah, I think so.
college kids were
I think
dying.
so.
They were drinking like so many Red Bulls
Classic.
and shit.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild, dude. Jaeger bombs are still pretty popular, but
The video of Spartan catching his beard on fire is definitely still on our page. It's the highlight video. I believe if you go to our YouTube page, it's the main
speaking
video.
of Sparks, no Sparks around Spartan.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm keeping it trimmed now. When I get my haircut every couple times, every like third time, I have trimmed the beard a little bit. Make sure it, and it's like it gets cumbersome when you have things to zip up. You know, it gets to the point where you start zipping your beard into the zipper, and then that's annoying.
Yeah,
So,
tuck that shit into your shirt, bro.
yeah.
Let's
Nah.
put it like this.
No, this is long enough. This is cool. I'm good with this.
Does it feel weird to have hair on your face like that? Like, what
Not
does it
at
feel
all.
like? I can't imagine it.
The Billy Gibbons.
Not at all.
I didn't know how to politely say, how the fuck is that comfortable?
How does it
Oh,
feel?
It's surprisingly comfortable. So
Surprising.
I feel fucking naked when I shave, like fucking weirdly naked. But once you get past the point to where it's just like that, when it's just like that, that's mostly annoying and itchy. But once it gets longer like this, and you can treat it like hair and like keep it conditioned and shit, it doesn't itch anymore. And it fucking it's like hair. So
Conditioner is better.
But it does it under your skin. Like,
It's
don't
super
you
might-
just like
you'll have to feel my
your
beard.
dog?
Mine's up there right now. Mine's really itchy.
You have to feel my beard. It's not coarse like that. It feels like a fucking pillow. It's soft, man. I love it.
a pillow?
A little bit longer, and you can like lay on it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you know
There it is.
there's it. Ignite. Oh! It goes up. It goes up.
I wasn't
Okay.
watching, but watch Red this time.
And it goes
Watch
up.
Red's looking right at him.
Yeah, we have to find whatever late session the
Can't
actual.
catch it with
yeah.
all of his goofy edits on there, but
Yeah, because that happens amazingly fast. Amazingly fast.
Whoosh, baby.
It almost put your eye out.
When was that? A while ago.
Oh man,
It's
like
gotta been
over a year ago. Over a
Yeah,
year ago.
yeah, over a year ago.
It was when it was just the three
I
of us.
still remember it was had a hemp wick, and someone asked me a question. I have this habit of always leaning forward toward the mic when I talk, and that's exactly I leaned right into it, and it went like that, boom, and it went right up.
They all blamed me.
And I didn't hear it.
Miles.
I
you
didn't.
looked up and smiled while he was on fire, bro.
I wasn't looking at him. I was like
Bring up
looking
that
at
footage.
that, or I was like
Yes,
looking
you
around.
were.
Freeze frame it. Freeze frame it.
Looking
for me.
around.
I'm gonna find.
And it was fucking like and it was like only because I was on the video and I was watching myself in the screen did I be able to react that fast. Otherwise it would have burnt the fuck out of me before I realized it, because I didn't see that. Like on the video it's way more scary than what I remember. I don't remember seeing flames up to my
Right.
eyeballs, you know.
So I was in chat and I
I don't
looked
either.
away for half a second.
I didn't see that.
Look at Red. Look at him.
See,
Yeah.
he's smug. He's
I-
smug.
He still didn't see it either. Skibble was looking down.
Yeah, I'm not guilty.
Spartan
man.
had no help. Neither of us were helpful.
He's doing. It's like the Zapruder film. He's going frame by frame.
Spartan
Back into the
Spartan
right.
smacked
Back
himself.
into the left.
Those are one of those examples of those lessons you don't forget.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna remember that lesson. I'm gonna keep that image and the image of good old Mike in the Pepsi commercial in good memories, so that I don't go near any flames with this mane that I have back here. I think it's really
I gotta
dry
do-
some days.
I got a new epic fail sound for the beard on fire.
Ooh.
Otherwise known as sad trombone noises.
Messing with the sound.
Say, yeah, it's not only a trombone, it's a muted trombone, so it sounds even more sad.
Yeah.
My sister
Like
used to
it.
play trombone.
Is that the kind where you use the hat to do it?
Yeah, it looks so yeah, a lot of people do that, but they make actual like inverted
Looks like a huge butt plug, right?
just a plug, yeah. They just jam it in the bell.
Like a plunger.
Just like that.
Plunger.
Are we playing any games this evening?
It
I
sounds
have
like
everything
Sequence
for
is
that.
playing games over there with them.
I've got a game.
Okay.
Guess this hash.
Ooh.
That is strawberries and cream.
Oh, Skilbo wins.
Ooh.
Skilbo wins the
The
game.
lighter colored, yeah.
He wins the game. If I do that.
Speaking of hash, did you see I saw on Instagram the Blue Dorm, Michigan put out a thing today saying that at Hash Bash they've got already a spot, I guess, sectioned off where they'll be having they're calling it a hash drum circle.
Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah,
anyone-
man. I'm in.
Okay.
Anyone and it's free to get in it. You
Is-
just
are we-
walk up.
Are we making hash?
I don't know, dude. They just called it the hash. I don't.
Or are
maybe
we just drumming?
maybe there's more
That's what it
information. I just
sounds
saw the
like.
one post. Maybe they've made more than one post. I didn't get that far in depth in the investigation. I just thought that was interesting.
Sounds like they're crowdsourcing to get a whole bunch of
Extra fucking drummers, yeah.
extra people to help make their hash for them.
Sounds
But
like
I
it's kind of
you,
a.
yeah, you have to.
It sounds like it's some kind of a
Fair.
spiritual thing. So I'm assuming that hash is going to be burned.
Okay. All right. I'd rather
One
be
would hope,
burning
yeah.
the hash.
So that was my interpretation of the. Gist
Or
of
if
it.
I am making the hash, can I be burning the hash?
Yeah, maybe
You could
can
be
bring
burning
your
your
own hash.
beard that has hash in it.
Ceremonial hash fire would be great. Oh, we put some hash on.
But it was like the Blue Door.
cauldron and get
Whatever.
the smoke out to the people. Good.
Also, I just followed a page on Instagram called I think it's called Michigan MI Weedsters, which is one of the pages that's organizing for like your localities. Like it'll tell you like information about like, oh, we found out that they're trying to fuck with people here at this locale. So that's kind of a nice one to have to just keep up to date and look out for your own locality at least.
Is there a space or an underscore or anything in between the MI and the Weedsters?
Let me find it. I just followed it today. I just found it. I can't remember. It was that Just Jen sent it to me. So I just gotta find that now. Or no, you know what I did? I shared it on my story.
Michigan Weedsters.
Yeah, it's all one word, Michigan, and then Weedsters.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my phone.
You
So
got
I
a
got a cool belated Christmas gift in the mail because supply issues and demand, all that stuff.
Related or belated?
Belated.
Belated.
What'd you get?
So I'm a huge fan of Seth Rogen, and my friend knows this very much. And so she got me the little house plant.
That's super awesome.
Yeah,
A lovely
his little
glaze in those.
pottery.
Yeah.
So it's a vase. It's a little vase. It says house plant on the bottom. Let me see if I can get it right.
That's the brand name, Houseplant.
She's got the
Houseplant
bougie
like
finger.
that.
Oh, okay.
And then the little ashtray. So like joint
That's so
That's-
cool.
I
ashtray.
like that.
It's like a little holder, little separate pieces.
That's sweet.
They're really, really cool. So thank you to my friend Misty for this awesome gift. And I don't even care that it was late. It was way too generous. And
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
treasure it and try not to break it. With
Are you going
all-
to use it as a ashtray?
I am currently.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah.
you might want to wrap it with bubble tape or something with the cats running around. Oh my gosh, I'd be so nervous.
Carpeted room.
I know. I have it up by my monitors, and they don't usually travel up there because they don't fit up there. So I think it's going to be okay up there for now. But yeah, I'm going to be very careful with them. But
Spartan wasn't familiar with what the brand was. Do you want to fill him in on what Houseplant is exactly?
Houseplant is Seth Rogen's company. They originally, I believe, just started out manufacturing cannabis, cultivating cannabis, and now they've branched into housewares, and they have like turntable, and they have different vinyls. Like one side is sativa, one side is indica with different music on it and stuff. It's really, really cool. So
you can only get the weed in California.
Yeah, I've not heard great
dispensaries.
Oh, he's not based out of Canada? I would imagine he was out of Canada.
I think it was originally. Yeah, there was originally Canada.
California. Okay.
Yeah, you said California.
Okay.
His packaging is really cool. It's like little Lego blocks.
Yeah, it is.
They're like little tins, like little probably steel tins, and it's a cap, on the tin, and the top looks like a Lego top, and they actually fit together. You can stack your tins around together. Pretty cool.
I guess he and his wife went to a ceramic class or something, and he got into ceramics. So he designed all these ceramic things, and now he has people produce them for the production for the brand.
Yeah, I'm gonna sound like an ass, but I stopped following him because I got so sick of seeing all his fucking pottery videos. I'm like, enough.
Yeah, he's been doing pottery for a really long time.
I love his pottery videos.
I do too. I think it's awesome.
Their own, Spartan.
There's one thing I seen that Kingfisher said in chat that he's burned his mustache before lighting a joint, lighting a roach. I got something for you guys. This is an old pro tip, man. Instead of like lurching over top of the lighter and lighting like that, you have to lean backwards, put the joint in your mouth and lean backwards and bring the lighter down to it and light this way, and you will very rarely burn yourself. So boom, light it like that and you're straight. Don't chief over top of it. That's how you torture shit.
Keep my mustache.
I like to turn the flame up really high and then burn my eyebrows.
Put it in crack pipe mode.
The trick is to see your lip. You got to be able to see your lip. So you gotta trim your mustache so you can
I
see
agree, Red. When I see people with mustaches hanging way past, like, and you can't even see their lip at all.
The cookie duster.
Oh,
cookie duster.
When it goes down, when it goes past the bottom lip and it's coming from your top. That's like, come on, how do you even eat, man? What are you doing?
It's also called a soup
like a little
strainer.
window curtain.
Yeah.
It's
strainer.
Like nothing except for that's got to be just annoying as fuck.
It is.
You gotta get twisted. You gotta twist it. You gotta keep
that's when you gotta pull it
beard and mustache.
Pull it off to the
I used
side.
to have a mustache like that. You have to style it before you eat every time.
God, that's gotta be so fucking annoying.
Sequence to use beard oil, mustache oil.
Wax.
No, anymore. Back then I did.
Wax it up.
I do.
The wax you put in your mustache is like
You can play with hash.
It's like shoe wax almost.
It's like ear wax.
Really,
Paste.
really, it's really
gross. I remember on the movie Hook, the fucking Captain Hook was putting it on his fucking. Oh, it was so gross looking.
Hook.
That's the Robin Williams.
Yeah,
man.
Hook.
It's the Peter Pan.
Basically a glue you put in there.
It's really is that. Wow.
It's so dense when you can. It's like a 2-day thing. You can leave it in for 2 days.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Man, it's getting crazy. I've seen they're trying to sell to me. They must know that I have a beard or whatever, but they're trying to sell. I'm getting ads targeted to me now with like what are they called?
Facial recognition.
Like say for if Becca wanted to make her hair straight, like super straight, you put this thing that pinches it.
The
straightener.
Hair straightener. It's for beards now. It's
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't
small one.
You can get really small ones.
That would look
Can you
so
get ones that put the stars in it? Remember in the 90s they had the ones that put the stars and the moons and shit. You put a little moon and shit in your beard.
beards would look so strange.
I'm just like, man, I would be so scared to burn the fuck out of my face. Oh my gosh.
Have you ever seen that
Yeah,
video of the little girl
Speaking
on
of experience.
YouTube that was doing a tutorial
Fucking
of a
burned her hair off?
wand? one of those like I don't know, it's like cone-shaped wand, and she's like, "Okay, now you just wrap your hair around the wand." And then she's holding it, and she's holding it, and then all of a sudden the hair just like detaches from her head and like
Fizzles.
Yeah.
It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
And then the shocked look on her face is just like, and then she's trying to hold her shit together. Like, oh my God.
It's so funny. Oh shit. I love it when people post shit like that though, because that is real life. That shit happens, man. And like,
well, you know, there's probably a sibling that posted that shit. It probably wasn't that girl.
Parents were like, let's still post it, man, to go viral.
maybe,
Viral.
maybe.
That's what our DMs are like. It's painted ladies sending me pictures of like kids falling over and drunk people crashing bicycles and shit.
Quality shit.
I can't help it. It makes me laugh so hard, and it's terrible, and I'm a terrible person for it. I know I'm going to hell on a scholarship, but like, it makes me laugh.
Hell on a scholarship.
See,
Can't afford hell, guys.
see, what's terrible for me is like my sense of humor is like what makes me laugh more than anything is seeing people get mad about shit. That makes me laugh so fucking hard. So it's like, it's not a win-win situation usually for me, but when people get pissed off, I think it's so fucking funny.
It depends on the situation for me.
Well, like one of my favorite movies is like Happy Gilmore, because he gets so pissed on the golf course, and because he's so pissed, a bunch of bad shit happens, you know, and it's just, to me, that's funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
I always like shows where they bicker and argue the whole time, like Sunny, things like that, Workaholics. I always like that arguing humor.
That's
that can be fucking funny.
Letterkenny.
Dumb humor.
Letterkenny's got is pretty. I got about 3 seasons in before I gave up on it, but I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I haven't watched the new season yet, but
these guys in chat are killing me, man.
Ozark's new season though, holy shit.
No, I haven't seen
It
that.
still doesn't disappoint, season after season.
I still think I've only seen the first 2 seasons. I don't think I've gotten any further than
I didn't finish.
than that.
I didn't finish.
We were watching it, and then she just kept watching it without me, and now I'm
Well,
behind.
I had already seen it.
That's what's hard about watching shows.
She just kept watching it without me.
She did, and then she keeps talking about how good it is.
Well, I had already seen
if
it.
she thinks it's good, then just tell her to watch it. You know, catch up with you. She can sit there and watch it again if it's good, right?
No, I do the same. I'll go
That's
ahead.
what I was doing.
I watched all the
There
Trailer
you
Park
go.
Boys without you.
Yeah, but I've already seen Trailer Park Boys.
Whatever.
Half stuff I've already seen. Unless it's new, I haven't seen it.
Well, the Pam and Tommy thing keeps getting better too. Can't.
Oh my god, I wish I could stop seeing ads for that fucking thing. Jesus.
They are pushing it pretty hard.
Oh my gosh. That's why I don't even want to watch it. It's like, all right, fuck it. I'm not interested now. As much as you're pushing this shit, you can fuck off.
I lived in the 90s. I remember the news.
I saw the original. What do I want to see some fake shit?
But you don't. You don't know the story. It's
Well, I saw the best part of the original. What do I want to see their bullshit for?
Did you saw the tape?
Fuck yeah, I saw the
I
tape.
never did.
Oh wow. Well, you missed out.
Dude, I
Pam
know.
and Tommy sex tape? Oh
Yeah.
that thing was,
I'll send you a link after the show.
I was gonna say you can still find it, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I went to go
have to
download
imagine.
it.
There was
and
a
I
lot
got
of them.
virus on my computer.
Oh shit.
That's why my IT guy at work stole my video that I sent, because that's the video I was downloading. That
Oh man.
virus, and, man,
Crazy.
That's so
Did you
funny.
download it for Pam or did you download it for Tommy?
both.
They were both
Yeah,
equally
I wouldn't see all
impressive.
that.
I will admit they were both equally impressive.
I bet.
Worth a watch.
I bet. That's what
I think
heard.
it was a great video. They were very much on love and vacation, and it was definitely like a stolen video situation.
Yeah, and you definitely can tell, that that was the best part? Was they actually
Unlike a lot of them that
wasn't
came
an
out
act.
after that, that was like a real. That was a cool thing.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. If they really, they allegedly did not want it to be stolen.
Yeah, I don't think it meant to be go out in public.
I won't give away the story for those of you that are going to watch it, but Seth Rogen plays a great character in it, as of course he does. But
What character does he play?
he plays the person that stole it.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that did the whole show.
Yeah, I saw that he was like producer or something.
Yeah, but yeah, he plays the guy that stole it.
Red, what the fuck are you doing right now?
Me?
No, Red.
Just trying to
Oh,
set off
hash,
the smoke
man.
alarm.
Hash.
That's hash.
Yeah, it was like a hash coin from trimming.
Oh, I was trying. I
Oh.
thought that was hemp
I've
wick,
been-
and I thought that was like,
been
why are
I
you?
here.
thought it was wick too, man.
I've been sitting here showing it. It was a big giant disc.
I thought that was hemp wicks. And I
You
was
better
like,
pass that to
I thought it
Becca
was
or hold it
Hempwick,
for her.
too. I was lost.
I got this, man.
It was a big flat disc. I was showing it off about 10 minutes ago. Everybody in chat was
You
telling
gotta
me to
put a
fire
cup
it up.
over that thing, Red.
Let's see,
So,
Red.
Cup and a
See,
straw.
You know I got your back. See, I will call you out if I think you're sucking down hemp wick smoke.
Incense. And a stem.
It's so fucking weird.
Hey, whatever works, man.
I need a cup.
It's like a
For sure, you don't need a cup, but all of that smoke is going into your house instead of.
Yes, it's
You know.
incense.
Instead of your lungs.
He's
Aromatic.
Smudging the air.
He's smudging the air. Yeah, he's smudging out the whole house, man.
If it gets in every nook and cranny, it'll help me out.
Keep all the evil spirits.
Like a Thomas's motherfucking English muffin.
Oh, somebody that sounded like a fucking cash.
Whoa.
Dab cap, didn't it? Yeah.
Early hash
Hash
time.
time. Early hash time.
My bad.
Yeah. I was smoking that strawberries and cream from before the dry sift.
Where's
This
the
is
hashtag
Rainbow
song?
Driver.
The early hash time song?
This is
not
Rainbow,
Oh,
half
it's not
Rainbow
halftime?
Driver.
It's
Got
not half
super
time.
sticky gloves
Oh.
today, man.
I'm extremely high already. This is
Trimmed,
Yeah,
I
man.
trimmed like 2 ounces, and I got this giant.
What were you
chunk of
trimming?
hash. Rainbow Driver.
That's why.
dang, my hair looks crazy. Nobody told
That
me.
is crazy.
So it's all wrapped around the
Crazy.
thing.
Smudge it all.
Oh, it's wrapped around the thing. Safety first.
Wrap it.
Ooh,
Red.
you can get so fucking high like that? Jesus.
Rapid Red. That's a Ford color.
You've been looking at those catalogs again, huh?
Yep.
Four,
Yeah,
Bronco
man.
catalogs.
four
You
rounds.
daydreaming about Broncos again, Red?
Need a damn truck, dude.
Not again. Always.
Just
I
perpetually.
should be getting a window sticker any day now. Come on, window sticker.
What does that
Come
mean?
on, window sticker. That means
I
I
don't know
should
what
be
that means.
getting a build in about a week, hopefully.
How long does that take?
Should only take a few days. They build
Wow.
them cars. They build them cars in 2-3 days.
Damn, that's pretty fucking.
Oh, shit, it used to be weeks, man.
Yeah.
And it's being built a couple miles from where I'm picking it up at. So I mean, assuming that it doesn't get held in a holding lot like everything else has been for 6 months, assuming that doesn't happen and it like they have all the parts, to
Well, they
finish
got all
the
the
job.
microchips. They got all their microchips and all that.
That's what
bullshit.
most of the hold. Well, a lot of this holding lot situation, they had a batch of bad chips. So they got about 7,000 or 8,000 trucks. I mean, this isn't just the Bronco. This is Mustangs. This is at probably every car dealer. Also, there's just lots and lots, and not just here, dude. It's crazy. There's a huge lot here by Willow Run Airport that there's just thousands of Broncos. Like if you want to go see some Broncos, you could probably drive by the Wayne Assembly Plant,
Yeah.
Michigan Ave connects Detroit and Chicago. If you drive down that long enough, you'll see a ton of Broncos on the side of the road. That's the Wayne Assembly Plant. It's where they're being manufactured, but there's also Willow Run Airport, which is
They're
about,
prepping for later life, Red.
yeah, dude. Yeah, they're
Going on
prepping
the
for,
side of the road.
they're prepping for the AI takeover. It looks like it's crazy. There's just thousands of them at the WAP, and then and then or the WAP, whatever you want to
The
call it.
WAP?
The good old WAP.
Definitely the WAP.
And
Let's
What's
be
that
careful.
stand for?
Wow. I like
That's
WAP.
just not.
Oh yeah, let's be careful. I forgot.
the weight
Right.
assembly.
Right.
Plate. So
Oh,
so
Cat's hitting.
Yeah.
Kitty.
over
I like
Love
your
it.
shirt. I like your shirt.
support
Wait.
women.
Wait a minute,
Buy
which cat is
weed
that?
from women?
That is Snug.
Big Snug.
Like a
Big
bug in a rug.
Snug. Yeah.
I figured I'd highlight him while he was right in.
Where is
the camera.
Babe? She's not even cooing or anything.
She was here pre-show and
Now
decided
she's gone.
that she wasn't getting paid overtime, so she was out of here.
Dude, she was so chatty though in pre-show.
I
She
know.
She made her appearance.
She did. Yeah.
She's not interested in our conversations.
I guess not tonight. Yeah, her
Yeah,
two
Red
cents.
didn't get the joke.
What, Joe? I was reading Blue Kiss's comment about getting a Tuesday.
Do you know what that
Sequence
means?
is working with you.
Do you
The
know-
WAP? Yeah, Wayne Assembly Plant.
No, that's
No.
not what they mean.
You don't have to say it, but as long
No,
as you know what it means.
Let's not.
Wet upholstery, please.
Wet upholstery.
Oh, that's with a U. Yeah, I don't know how to spell, guys. I'm sorry. What assets?
A.
WAP could make wet upholstery for sure. I guess they're related.
Wet ass plants, man. Wet ass plants.
Yeah,
Plant-
boy.
I like to say planties because it's a little more fancy.
Hydroponics.
Planties.
Yeah, I like to make wet ass planties.
Hydroponics.
Hydroponics.
Hydroplanties.
I am so excited right now. I have a plant in flower, and it's New York sour diesel. I'm actually smoking.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
What week are you on?
Oh, it's really early. It's like week
Okay.
two or something. So I was told to take it at least 9 weeks. So we'll see.
Awesome.
But I said probably 10. I'm probably gonna take it like 70. I'm gonna take it till I think it's done. We'll see. But I love the high. I got bud with it with the clone. How awesome is that to get bud with the cut?
That's the
And,
That's what
best.
you want, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like fucking. It's like uplift. I've been smoking it all night. Well, I've also had RSO, which is really relaxing. But this is more like uplifting and like makes you happy. And I don't know. I
Oh
really
man,
like it.
medicine.
Yeah. Happy weed. So I really like it. So I'm excited for that. Just starting.
Man, if you could find like a good keeper plant, not even just to knock it against the bliss, but just as something to use is like to knock the blues away, man.
Yeah,
It's fucking magical.
I'm searching anything I get like that, I'll probably work into it, or I'll work, my own strains. Like right now, I've got that Russell popped, which is the Jack Herrera by Chemdog. Those are both back crosses to each other, cells. And so that's going to be uplifting. You just got to believe. And if I get a mail out of that, I plan to hit the Sour D with it, and I plan to hit the My Bliss with it as well.
Oh, he missed the target on both sides of it, didn't he? So the answer to your question is when you change the light cycle to 12 and 12 is when you start counting.
When do you start counting the days when the first sign of flower or when you plant the seed? Yeah. It's usually exactly what I can't add anything but what Skibbo said.
Yep, when you put it into flour.
You change the light cycle to 12-12. I always count that actually as day 0. When I put it in, and
Well, it is, yeah. It truly is until the next day. It's still on that day 0 round.
Yeah, yep. I count the next day as day 1.
Yeah, I let them get a full 12-12. Full 12 on and 12 off. That's day 1.
But I'm so
Has
excited.
anybody ever ran 11-13?
Yeah, I've done that.
I
Is
haven't.
it just for certain plants, or just was it for a cost saving measure?
I run 11:45.
What?
I've run 11:45. 13:15.
I was running it when we were having really, really hot temperatures outside, and I was like, "Fuck this! I want to run less lights."
12:15. Yeah, that's what it is. 11:45, 12:15.
It works well when your lights are really strong, so you can hit your DLI and then turn your lights off early.
That's a good point too.
So I've got 2 bloom rooms. So when they go off, I allow 15 minutes of full everything's off time. Just I don't know if this is good or bad for my panel, but I imagine that letting it cool down for a little bit is a good thing. So that's what I do. Every 12 hours, it gets 15 minutes, kind of cool down, and then the other room kicks on.
Oh, instead of just having both things come on at the same time.
Yeah. That's one of the benefits of like running two bloom spaces with a fixed amount of like amperage on your building. You're able to divide your amperage in half and utilize that, 12
Doesn't
hours.
that make your flower
Split.
time shift? Like
What's
as
that?
you go? Does that make your flower time shift as you go? It seems like every day your flower times would move by 15 minutes because you have a 12 hours and then 12 hours and then a delay of 15 minutes in between.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
they're
It's not 12
11:45.
hours. It's 11 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah. See, he cuts it into it.
Okay.
So and the other one's on 11 hours and 45 minutes also. That neither of them are on for 12 hours.
So he just extends his dark period by 15 minutes, is what he's saying.
It's
Yeah.
12 hours
Oh,
and 15 minutes. 12 hours and 15 minutes is the dark period. But yeah, and then the other room kicks on. One room will shut off, 15 minutes will go by. The other room will kick on. That room will shut off.
Probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing, so it doesn't have like a drop off and then a right away kick on. It's probably a good thing that you give it time to kind of rest.
That's
before.
kind of that's what my theory is. I mean, I'm not an electrician, or I don't know that much about like hot and then cold and then hot and then cold on the panel. I'd imagine that it'd be better for it. I don't know. I mean, it could not matter at all if it stays hot forever. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I imagine there's some wear on it eventually, but
Whatever else has been working for you.
either way, what would be wearing would be like fans and stuff kicking on and off. So like my room's shut down right now, but I kept my fans running, but I just turn them down to like their lowest speed. I try not to like turn on and off equipment like ever. My room would be back stocked up in just a couple days, so I don't need to risk shutting something off and moisture getting into it and like cooling. And so I just leave everything running. Unless I'm doing a full hard reset, I'll shut everything down and clean everything. Which I'll probably shut all my fans down for a day when I clean the room, they'll get shut down, but like not to sit for like a week. I'll just leave it all running. Keep my lights off. Lights are off.
Also, a thing about flowering times too is just because something says that it's a 63 or a 65 day, it really comes down to you and your environment and your scope, and then what percentage of the trichomes that you want to still be milky. If you really want any amber, some people do, some people don't. So there's a wide margin on when you can take this stuff. Don't just say, well, I was told that this is supposed to be, you know what I mean, a 63-day strain, so I'm just going to do it like that.
Right.
Like,
If it says it's 63, start looking at the scope like a little bit before 63, and
Sure.
then, see what you're seeing.
I think it's really great advice. When somebody gives you a target date, that's just like you just want to be around that date. So start looking around. That's telling you when to start looking.
Yeah.
It's like a speed limit. It's a suggestion. Not really.
Exactly.
I agree. I like that.
I've never taken them earlier, but I have taken them later than someone's told me.
Oh, yeah, I often take them too late, and then I have to start backing it up.
A lot of times the plant will tell you when it's time. It'll start like yellowing off and the leaves will start fading. It'll start to like use its own existing nutrition. So the leaves won't just fade. They'll just, decimate away. They'll go into like what might look like necrosis or something, but it's just
It's senescence.
it's senescence.
Resurrection Prophet says 11:13 for a shorter flower. I don't know.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. But at the same time, you can lose yield
I imagine you would.
because you have less photosynthesis. Unless you can
Goes
really
back to
keep
that DLI again. The lights that
Yeah.
you're running.
Yep, for sure.
I always hate it though when I would get so backed up in veg because I'm taking everything longer than I should be, and it's 71 days, or you know what I mean. and it just keeps getting back piled up. And then I've got something that's too big in veg, and I can't really open it up and do anything with it. It's like, fuck, man, I really screwed myself on, just a matter of 3 or 4 days sometimes can get you.
That's why I'm really fucking loving, because I've had my I re-vegged my whole fucking veg, so now my flower room's empty. Well, I just threw a plant in there, and it's so like freeing almost feeling. It's like, oh cool, now I can just veg shit until it's ready and just randomly throw them in one at a time until I get it full. So it's gonna be fun to do that until then I have to figure out. All I'm gonna do in my veg is just keep pulling clones and just start picking whatever one's ready and throw it in for the next, as I harvest one. That's
Absolutely.
I'm only gonna use 2 lights in the flower room right now. I got the Raging Kush and the GML light, the daddy, or not the daddy, what is it? Something long tarantula long legs.
What's your wattage on both? Like 500 or some shit?
Jesus. I think it's like 6 something
50,
on
I
the,
think, on the tarantula one.
yeah, both of them are over 600 for sure.
Oof.
Under 700, but over 600. The 6 bar he sent me in my veg, I replaced my veg light in there. I had a HLG 300 B spec in there, and I had a Spectrum King, like the 100-watt one, a closet case, I think it was, hanging in there. I replaced them both with that veg light, but the veg light, I think it's like a 600-watt light too. But I had to fucking, after one day of 100% light, and I have it all the way to the top in there. And this was, I forgot to tell you, it's a 3x4, 6. It's about a 3x6 space. And no, it's a 4x6 space. And I had to fucking crank that bitch down to like 80% after the first day because the plants were not loving life after the first day.
They're cowering from it, man.
No, yeah. And then after the second day, I looked at it, and they're starting getting like the chlorosis in the inner venal, like starting to lighten up and shit. I'm like, Jesus. So I think I've got it on like 40% right now, and now they're happy. So that thing, I mean, I have a pulse. I should probably go in there and put it underneath there, but it's fucking putting out some fucking photons, man.
Oh, speaking of pulse, they have that new dark mode I'm loving. Have you seen
What is
that?
that?
What is that? Just like dark mode for like your phone, so it's not white background, it's a dark one.
Yeah,
I haven't tried it.
I love it.
But I saw that they sent me an email even. I was like, damn.
Yeah, it just changes its Skilbo. So now instead of like, here, let me bring it up. Now instead of it being white.
Oh, bro, I stay in dark mode. Yeah, all the time.
Dark, yeah, same.
I thought it was like a light setting. Yeah.
Me too, Skilbo.
There's my flower room.
My stays at dark mode too, but Pulse never would be dark, and they just now started supporting it, so that's cool.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Oh man, it is so cool for those apps and shit, man. Like you guys truly know. You know that you're getting the most out of whatever equipment that you've got plugged into that shit, man.
The thing I like is like you can see like what time something happens. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If you have any kind of a peak or a low or a valley or anything, you can pinpoint it to what time. And almost 9 times out of 10, it's when my fucking HVAC or my house is running. I'm like, well, I can't fucking do anything about that, you know?
Yeah, that's when mine happens too. I've noticed the same thing, except for Sequence figured out that my stupid contractor was stupid and put in
my stupid contractor was stupid.
The wrong fan for my room. He put in a fan for like a 6x6 bathroom or something. Humidity sensing bathroom fan.
So like 128 CFMs and shit, and it really needs
it was like 100 CFM fan.
And so of course I wonder why now I've been having problems and stuff. All these past runs I've been having issues. And he looked at my pulse one day and was like, you have spikes like up and down, and that shouldn't be happening. It's like this is fighting this, and your HVAC is coming on and fighting your dehumidifier, and it's just all causing it to go out of whack. And those little things can cause problems, and that's what's been happening in my garden. So now he went and hooked up an AC Infinity fan, and it's still not even as big as I need for my space, because I don't know, what size do you think my space is? I never measure it. It's like 20 by 15 or something like that. I don't know.
Well, how many?
Huge.
Just figure out how many. Just figure out how many lights you have, and then you can figure out like that's a 4x4 each light, and then you can kind of figure it from there.
Well, I don't fill the whole space though. Like
Oh.
I only do the middle of the room.
That's true.
So anyway,
Hash time.
it makes a difference.
That's right.
And yeah, my pulse enabled me to figure out that that's what was causing it. He just took one look at that and was like, yeah, this is an issue. And now things are going better. And I think I got my jacks figured out finally, you guys, too. So
Nice.
fingers crossed. Yeah.
What have you done? What did you change, or what did you do differently to figure it out? What was that?
I dropped everything. Well, I flushed everything down to about 600 ppms, and then I'm just feeding them about 650 to 700.
I like it.
And,
Good number.
And they seem to be bouncing back. It's still running off a little high on fritter, but
So
not
once a
much.
day you're watering it, or more than that?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
once a day until we can get it automated. But yeah, it's only running off a little bit high right now, so I think it's okay. So I think it's
You know, also if you're not able to like water it more than once a day,
Mhm.
if you are they sitting on trays or are they just on the concrete?
Oh no, they're on risers.
They're on risers. You
Yeah.
could take them off the riser, let them sit in the tray. You could overwater them a little bit and let them sit in about a half inch of water, and they'll absorb that throughout the day. And they'll.
That's when I
stay
got
wet.
fusarium.
Oh, you were doing that. You got
Fuck
fusarium.
that. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
doing that again.
Gotcha.
That's exactly what I did, and I got fusarium.
Was that with Jax?
No, but still, I don't. Yeah, I want to keep that air underneath there and everything. But yeah, it'll be good. I think it'll be all right. And once we're gonna automate it pretty soon. You know, next month or so, probably. So, or less next couple weeks. And I don't know. I thought about watering them before I go to bed sometimes too, but I don't know if that would make a difference or not.
Maybe during those like prime weeks in like week 4 and 5 and shit, when it's really, really,
Maybe.
growing hard.
Yeah.
I'd only worry about it if you go to water it your normal time and you like maybe pick it up or whatever and it's super dry.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like it got too dry or it was wilted or something like that. Then I would want to be like, okay, I need to water it twice so it doesn't wilt. Something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah,
But
they're not looking wilted or anything.
Then I wouldn't worry too much.
Fritter still has a little bit of a lockout going on, but
we grow pretty decent, not the size plants you do, but we grow decent sized plants. We grow about 5 foot tall plants at work and water them once a day.
Yeah.
Okay. And 3 gallon pots.
Man, it's been a learning curve with this stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's been kind of fun, but also not fun. I know it's a learning curve. It's just like organics. Every time you change something, it's going to take more than one grow to get used to it. I know that. So
I approach it like it's like a whole different thing, like almost like a left brain, right brain thing for me. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm growing weed, but other than that, the feed is a whole different world. It's like totally different, totally opposite. Yeah. Not opposite, but totally different for sure.
It's like it's a completely different diet from a different country or something, and you just have no idea like what you're feeding them or what's going to be good. But I don't know.
Just following recipes, yeah.
So, yeah, it's a learning curve, but I'll get there. And I think now that I finally dropped down the ppms and can consistently just feed them that, I think they'll be all right. And they're looking good in flower. I mean, flowers look good. So
good.
Buds look good.
Awesome.
We'll see what happens.
What's going to be the next thing that comes out of there?
I've got Afterglow, Lemon Jeffrey, Apple Fritter, Lime River Rose, and a Dog Beach.
That's a nice combination.
Dog Beach.
And a mystery plant that my kitten ran in and took the tag out of.
What week are you on, and how soon are you to guessing which it could be?
let's see. I think I'm on week 3 week 3. And I think it's another dog beach. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's hard because a lot of your genetics are brand new first run through, so it's not like
Yeah,
you can be like,
so I
oh
don't know.
yeah, this is the lemon jab.
Oh yeah, that sucks. It's gonna be hard to tell. Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know. Yeah, usually before, like if it was ethos or something that I've run before, I could tell by the leaf shape and stuff. But this one, with the different phenotypes and everything, I'm like, it's mystery plant.
Put it in the jar with a question mark and enjoy it.
Yep, that was his favorite thing to
Nickel
do.
Fritz.
Take the little tags out. He used to run in the room, and I would have everything written on the tag, and he would just whoosh, and run upstairs with tags before I even and then put them under the rug. And then I'd come upstairs and then I'd clean and there'd be like 3 tags for my plants. I'm like, damn it.
I used to put duct tape on the side of my pots and use
That's
a Sharpie
what I had to
and
do.
write.
I had to switch to that, Skilbo.
That's me. I got tape.
Yep, because otherwise I was getting to the point where I was losing them in the soil and I have to be digging around in there like, oh man, I put too much top dress. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Red?
That looks good, Red.
It's that fancy.
There you go. I unmuted for you.
Hippie Crasher.
It's a new
Whoa.
one.
That looks good.
I don't know if you can see all the pink in it. Hella pink.
I like the
Nice.
structure and the trim job there.
Super pink.
Oh, thanks.
Good
Yeah.
job, Becca. You know
Very
it's
nice.
Becca.
Thanks so much.
Super frosty too.
Very
Yeah, it
nice.
looks good. What is that like?
What's the terp profile? Yeah.
Early flower. It's got a lot of pineapple in it, but a little berry and a little floral too. What do you think, Becca?
I always kind of think it's like lilac-y and pineapple.
A little lilac floral.
Nice.
Definitely still got some pineapple in it.
So sweet.
It's pretty nice. It's got a nice buzz too, man. It's chill. It's got a little bit of like a rushiness to it. It's kind of nice for a minute, and then I don't know, man. It's smooth. It's really smooth. Not bad. It hasn't knocked me on my ass yet. Not like Rainbow Driver just like knocked me on my ass. Not that hash actually made me feel a little bit better. It didn't make me sleepy. It's just smoking a joint of it did. So maybe there's something going on in the leaf material, not so much in the resin, making me super sleepy. I don't know, but whatever was in that hash ball was nice. I'm gonna go for some hippie crashers though. I'm rolling up. This grinder is gonna be loud, so
I bet it's a curing difference between the hash and the flour. Like the hash oxidizes more and stuff. So you're going to get more like CBN and things like that.
yeah. For this is like I made that hash today off the same like flour that I smoked. You know what I mean? The flour like knocked me out, but not the hash. Hash like
I've been liking the Rainbow Driver a little much. You can put it here.
there I go there.
I think I've always liked the Rainbow Driver.
Yeah, it was my favorite. But it's head stash. It's kind of like we were saying the other day. It's kind of a pain in the ass to trim. It's really frosty, and it is easy if you put it too close to other plants. You know, like in the raised bed that I did, it got overgrown by something else. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it doesn't get the tallest.
no, but it's definitely worth for head stash.
I really like using it with the when I make edibles. I infuse the Rainbow Driver into the coconut oil, and you can taste it like that. The flavor, the same flavor that you smoke, you can taste, and I just
awesome.
love it. I absolutely love it.
How have your edibles been coming along, Becca, for oils and stuff?
I
What have you
really
been
like.
making?
I really like it. I think they're pretty low potency just because it's like 15 ounces of fluid, like of the oil, and then I'm really only able to do I only have one pod, and I haven't really experimented with using other things,
She's
so
like
I
a
can
half
do like a
gram.
quarter.
There's like a half a gram of flour per ounce of fluid, as opposed to like
Sure.
2 grams of flour.
So what if you take the pot? What if you take the pot out, empty it, and then fill it with new product, and then run it a second time?
That's possible.
That's what I'm
Probably
saying. Like I haven't experimented with that. Or
It's possible to
you
get a
can
second pod.
get another pod.
Or get
Somebody in chat was telling me about I can't remember who it was either, but telling me about using like a coffee filter in there and using much more flour.
weird.
And
Somebody was
infusing
talking
it.
about being able to fill up the whole
You could also use dry sift instead of flour.
using like the coffee.
You could do
I'll
what?
just tie it up into like a ball.
Use dry sift instead of flour, so you can make it more potent that way. Where you can, if you're running out of room
Yeah.
as far as what you've got in the
That's
crucible
what I
to
had.
work with.
Yeah, I had the first version, which fucking crapped out on me, but
I like that it's small batch. I do like that part of it. It just does take time. So if I'm going to make more, it's.
I told her to try RSO too. Just
Well,
try
mine-
like using it to infuse RSO.
into oil or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be work. I used to do the hash, like what you're saying. I liked that, but the screen broke on mine. Like,
Okay.
so be very careful pushing the buttons. I'm sure they've changed it, but when I was just pushing the button, the screen just died.
I've had no problems, which has been nice, and it connects to my phone now. It has connects to an app, which I really like.
That would be nice, yeah. Because then when the screen breaks, you can still use it.
And you can look up recipes in their recommendations for how long to infuse for, to activate and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's cool is that if you do want to decarboxylate, there's a decarboxylate mode. That's interesting.
Yeah, so you can decarb it first and then infuse it.
Huh.
I wonder what setting it is, which temperature it's using to decarb at.
It's
It asks how much flour and stuff you're using, so you can do it properly, doesn't it?
That's cool. So it's just decarbonate with oil.
Like a time and
yeah, you choose the time. You choose the time and the temperature.
You choose the time and the temperature.
It'll
cool.
give you a recommendation. You can choose what type of oil you're infusing and what you're infusing into it. And they have other options on there, for cooking and other baking stuff. So it's cool. It's super handy.
Yeah.
And what I need to figure out is the dosage part of it. I need to just take some and get it tested.
What was really cool was you could make really low dose capsules for patients that can't, usually elderly people that really don't want to start really high, and you can just fill capsules with that oil. And I know when I had tested, it was the 00 size or 00 size. I'm not sure what it is, but it was always between 10 to 15 milligrams every single time I had it tested. So I thought that was kind of a nice. I mean, I do that now and save it for my dogs. And when they start feeling sick, I just put it in there with their food and they eat it.
Yeah, we're gonna do some more rosaberry with the CBD, and I'm gonna try to find another just CBD. I wanna grow it also, and I wanna start making some dog stuff. Make our own.
That's super cool.
Get there.
You might even be able to grow hemp plants and get around your plant count.
Yeah.
Or people who grow it. I just hooked up with a guy, Dankovich. You might know him from chat. Or he hooked up with me because he wanted to donate some material for me to make RSO for DP, whose father needs some. And so I didn't know, but he has a hemp farm. It sounds like so.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
I gotta get a hold of him.
Awesome.
Yeah. So he donated a bunch of stuff for me to make RSO, and some of it's 1-to-1s and some high CBD stuff. And I'm really
Cool.
I've been making my own, man, where I take the CBD that I have and I mix it with the THC plants that I've still got, man, and it's been really, really nice for keeping inflammation and shit under control lately. Shout out to Dankovich.
Yeah, I've got all those green room seeds. I'm definitely gonna plant some this year. Get some going in the garden. Might do a whole section of them this year.
That's cool.
I just think CBD flower is super underrated. super underrated.
Especially for when you're doing anything like an edible or where you can just mix it in and it doesn't take much more. I mean, why not? You're getting more of a full spectrum.
Yeah.
I think CBD is kind of the missing thing when people say like what's missing in the old highs to the new highs. I think there's always at least a small percentage of CBD and even in the old stuff that's been kind of bred out now.
I think
think
that's
that's
what's
kinda-
missing also.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the
1 or
key to if you want to
2%.
get that back
Yeah.
is breed just a little bit back. It doesn't have to be this 1-to-1 just because a study said it worked for cancer. Not everybody has cancer, you know?
I talk about it a lot if I'm, working at the shop. People come in and they're asking what's good for anxiety and what's good for sleeping and pain and all these things, and it's just like THC sometimes it's not going to cut it. You need that CBD, and they don't want the head high. People don't want to feel not in control, I think.
Yeah, you're right. And that's not only is that nice, it kind of works in two ways. Is that one, the CBD does modulate the THC highness, that psychoactive part down a little bit. But also, like study after study after study shows that the presence of CBD and THC together, is, as far as medicinally, is far stronger than either one alone. So,
Yeah.
I mean, why not have them together?
People just they're wanting to feel something a lot of times, and so they don't think CBD is doing anything.
I also think that the
That's a good point.
cannabis. I think a lot of people are looking for the cannabis that they smoked like in the 80s or in the 70s and in the 60s, and they just like, how come it's not like they'll describe like a sativa or something, right? My theory is that they had a lot of CBD in those sativas. I'm thinking, the old theory that North American or South American cannabis, right? A lot of the sativas, what we would say, comes from South America. A lot of that came through the Europe, from the Spaniards through trade lines, from Spanish like hemp, basically. Which my guess was that hemp was high CBD hemp from Europe. When it came over here a few hundred years ago to the South American region, it started to hit the intent, get grown by whatever groups down in South America that grew cannabis would grow the hemp, the high CBD hemp, and it would get exposed to tropical temperatures and environment, and the morphology changed, right?
Well, hemp was going all over the place to make the boats, man, for the sails and the cordage.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And the Spanish came over in the 1400s, right? They came over this way in the 1400s, and they brought those seeds with them, hemp seeds, and the theory is that they started to get higher levels of THC because of the tropical environment that they got brought into, higher sunlight, and they use the resin, of course, to protect themselves from the intensity of the sun, et cetera, et cetera. And so it rose the THC, and so now all of a sudden we start bringing up what good strains come from like Mexico that are sativas. I don't know, just name one, whatever you want.
Acapulco Gold.
Sure. So like in theory, that could have been like Spanish hemp. You know what I mean? That just over the last 300-400 years, like rose in THC. But maybe it still retains some of that CBD. Probably still retains some of that CBD. But then over the last 40 years, we bred the CBD out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. And I think we can get out, like we were saying on the show yesterday with Ed, which was an awesome show. But I think it's not like a long lost thing. I think it's something we can always get back to. It's just a matter of breeding back.
Well, they're talking about those volatile sulfur compounds, which are something new. Maybe it's something similar to an alcohol or an ester. Maybe that's something that can be brought back into the. I guess that's where the skunk smell is coming from. It's a sulfur thing.
Yeah,
and if that can be
figured
out again.
I know sulfur brings the terps, man. I like having sulfur. I like feeding sulfur. Like if you need to add a mineral to your plant, like you have a deficiency in whatever, fucking you name it. Like you can get it attached to sulfur as a sulfate, and
I think that's why everybody suggests to use Epsom salts. Like there's so many like farmers and people out there, they'll tell you put Epsom salts on your tomatoes. They'll tell them put Epsom salts on everything. curious if it's this magnesium or if it's the sulfur that's doing the
Both.
trick.
It's really both.
I'm sure it's
but
both.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really does. Outside, it's not so big of a deal because you usually have so much. But in a inside setting, especially in a little pot, you can really, if you use a lot of Epsom salt, if you're not adding calcium too to balance that, you really get into trouble. So if you're adding just Epsom salt, you can get yourself into trouble if you're doing that a
You
lot.
can try using lilac flavored Epsom salts, but I'd steer against it. Just use good old basic magnesium sulfate. Don't use botanically flavored Epsom salts.
Dr. Teals.
Yeah.
I don't know
what
that
it is, Dr. Teals.
I don't know if that's technically a bad thing, or I'm not sure. It might have some IPM, maybe.
Maybe.
I
Synthetic
know lavender's supposed to drive some pests away.
It's possible
I
if
think
it's like
we
actual
should.
rosemary.
I think we should play the game.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Oh, I am
Let's
so
play the
high.
I was
Game.
thinking about it before we even started, and then Painted Lady said it, and
Oh man, we have some addicts now already.
I just
Yeah.
thought for a second I thought that Becca had like passed the joint in the wrong direction because she handed it to me. And I'm like, to
you
the
did
right
like
of her.
second guess me.
Yeah,
handing it
like
to
I was
you.
like, why are you not handing this to Skilbo?
The reality of
You
it.
did
Pass
look
the
like,
joint to
what?
the left hand side.
So
Pass the
rather
Dutchie
than,
to the
come up
left.
with rather than come up with my own questions, I got a version of this game that's just called 5 Seconds Game Dirty Edition, which I figured would be perfect for this show.
Especially for Late Sesh,
All
yeah.
the sexual related questions and other such similar things.
Oh wow.
Oh, I am a lady.
I know.
Oh,
what
yeah,
if
good
like
point.
parents watch this show?
I am
man?
a gentleman.
Well, I
All
mean,
right,
you're
let's play.
supposed to
Let's
be
play.
naming entertaining things. They can be totally fictional. So
Oh,
they're these are your online personalities answering these questions, not your real life.
there you go.
Perfect.
Right. Well, that gets you past all
Even
legal.
better.
My
All right,
name's
who wants to
Becca.
go first? Becca, do you want to go first since you brought up
Sure.
the?
I
Right.
am putting you on the spot.
Okay, and
dude.
I'm good at this game, so it's fine.
That's your
I got this.
punishment.
I got this.
I was looking for sounds today, but I couldn't find one for this. So it's still the bong hit sound. So it's 5 second sound,
Okay.
and then it ends at 5 seconds.
So she has to talk over that sound, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's so distracting. Extra level of distraction.
Yeah,
It's,
terrible.
yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry, Becca. You have to go
Too
through that.
loud.
You're gonna have to go through a
Just-
shoot, so sorry
just
to you.
Pick how long they get. Like just like go, and then they get a second or two, and then you're like stop.
You're overthinking it.
Yeah,
All right, let's go. What's the question?
All right.
Here we go.
You're muted.
Muted.
All you have to do is look in the 5 seconds on the corner, and then hit play the bong noise.
Oh man, there's a time
Yeah.
clock in the corner.
So you can say go and then count. to
That's a
5.
good. That's a
then-
really good idea. I like that one.
That's
Whoa.
so much. Okay.
No, it's
Think.
making it
Thought?
so fun. Making it so fun. All right, Becca. 3 nicknames for women's private parts.
Hoo ha,
Hoo-ha.
Brittany, and Gucci.
Brittany.
Brittany.
Now we
You've
know.
never heard that? No, that's like show your
Wow.
love, Brittany,
I
because
feel
she
sorry for
flashed
anyone named
paparazzi.
Brittany.
Come on.
As long- well, now I know.
Oh,
as long-
nice. I
If I
like
ever
that.
slip up the name Brittany, I'm in the clear.
There you go.
Lots of people have flashed. Like, hasn't it been?
Red, you're not naming your
What?
daughter
Never.
Brittany, bro.
There's no Brittany's.
Red, you're gonna go next.
Oh man, how do I
Give me the
follow up?
joint.
How do I follow up Coochie?
All right, Red. What are name 3 things a man might do to get a woman in the mood?
You gotta roast some hot dogs on an open
Oh,
fire.
he's never gonna make it.
He's never
shake your boo thing, and then you gotta, of course, let your hair down.
Let your hair down. Perfect.
I think he got one answer out.
Those are
Those are pretty
decent.
good answers. They're good answers. Though.
Why hot dogs and not marshmallows? These are your issues. Okay.
Because
All
you're being
right.
suggestive.
These are your issues.
It was a phallic object. It was being suggestive.
Yeah, of course. Hot dogs are
Wow.
far more phallic.
I got your back.
How do you know that roasting the hot dogs on an open fire is not a metaphor for?
Did you play the dick in a box?
For what?
game with a hot
STDs? Is
dog
that what the
bun?
metaphor is?
It's a
I love
dick
that
in
the
a
first
bun.
thing you thought of was hot dog.
Well, it's short. It's a long version of "Do the Helicopter," of course.
Ooh.
Over the campfire.
Over
Alright.
Bobby Lee does that shit, man.
the helicopter.
Bobby Lee does that in front of men. Like that's like a punishment to him. I just saw him on his podcast do that. I'm like, what am I seeing?
That is fun.
Third degree felony.
All right, Spark.
Definitely not what brought
Painted
me
Lady,
into
you
this
want to go
world.
next?
Sure.
All right. Painted Lady, name 3 places for a quickie.
Your mom's house, my mom's house, and Skilbo's house.
I got it.
Skill's got 2 houses, so that's technically 2
Hell
answers.
yeah, man. I would have said here, there, and everywhere.
Ladies always stay in the house.
I was thinking like standing up, sitting down.
Rah, fight.
And it's the first thing that comes to mind.
Chair, no chair, hammock.
All right. It's not
let's
everyone
see,
has to answer.
Spartan.
Yes, yes.
I always hate
everyone
the
is
speed thing. It makes me slightly nervous.
Spartan, name 3 foods that can be used in the bedroom.
Oh, geez, anything, man. Fucking bananas, fucking cucumbers, and
Oh.
fucking hello strawberries and whipped cream
Dangerous.
together.
There we go.
Bananas.
You
I
forgot
would-
apple pie.
Anything, man.
Man, be careful
Anything.
of that peel.
Anything, but be close to the bathroom so you can shower. Because I don't like the sticky shit.
I would have picked like
No honey in the beard, right?
watermelons.
Oh, honey is terrible idea. Fuck honey, man. Take that off the list.
Scobo, do you want to do one?
Sure, man.
All right. He doesn't start
You're so enthusiastic.
Enthusiasm is unbridled.
All right, Scobo, name 3 fruits that remind you of a part of the human body.
A peach, a kumquat, and a banana.
Yeah, excellent, man.
You thought
I
about
was lost. I was thinking
Yeah,
peach. I
that
couldn't think just
fucking-
peach.
That was like call Guinness. That was record time, I think.
That was impressive, man.
That's because I got to sit here and watch all these other questions come up and like kind of prime myself on where we're going. And
I was still stumped, man. I could
No,
get past
though.
In his head.
It had to make sense, and yours
What's a
did.
kumquat?
I mean, I didn't want to show my Brittany.
Pull us up a kumquat sequence. I got to see what that even looks like. So I can guess what body part it is.
You know what? It doesn't matter what it looks like
It doesn't
because
matter.
it had the reference.
It's
that
funny.
was
Yeah.
already
It's gonna
like.
be entertaining. Whatever. We got to see what this thing. Because kumquat's funny. Just the name. I don't even know what this thing is.
What does that look like?
I don't even know what it is. Now I'm
Screw
super
some little
interested.
ugly
oh,
motherfucker.
picture. Show.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like a little.
it looks like a
ball?
Roma
Maybe
tomato, except for
Maybe it's a
orange.
ball. Maybe it's
Oh.
a ball.
It's a tomato, but an orange.
It's a
That's
testy.
what it looks like. It looks like
Yeah,
a
it's
Roma
like a
tomato.
testy. Exactly.
it's
It looks
a
just like a
testy.
ball.
No.
Interesting.
It looks like a ball.
Fascinating.
Oh wait,
Oh,
but
is
they
that-
were
does
tiny.
that- Does that come out? Does that grow on a tree?
They were only like this.
They
big.
grow in
So-
pairs.
It was like a
A
bushel.
left and a
You
right.
just
Is
said
that, was that a joke? Haha, pears.
You get the pairs,
Like
yeah.
the fruit?
Well, no, not the fruit. I guess it wasn't a pun, but it was like they grow in pairs, like a pair of testicles, you know.
Oh, I like that even
Yeah.
better. I just didn't
Yeah,
catch
a pair of tea bags.
it. I like that.
Time for a spot of tea. Cheerio.
It's called 11s.
Now I want to know what a kumquat tastes like. They look pretty good. Look like
Probably a little salty.
That's unfortunate.
Bleach.
That's very unfortunate. We can use them for
Hey, back to
margaritas.
back.
then.
Okay, back
Oh,
to
another round. Okay.
Oh, we're doing round 2? Holy shit.
Round 2. Same
Um,
topic. Same topic.
Double the entertainment tonight. You guys didn't even have to pay extra.
All right, Becca. Name 3 words to use for dirty talk.
Oh boy.
Wow. Wow,
Red
Red.
goes,
Dirty
oh boy.
dog.
She's not a...
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I cannot think of anything.
I'm so sorry.
You can't even go like, shut up. Get all that.
I was waiting for her to go like dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, that's like all hardcore. I was waiting for it. She just was totally opposite. Like I can't even talk, all meek. So obviously, Red. That was Red's answer. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, I have no answer, man. No answer.
No answer, man.
That
Are
was
you
hilarious.
blushing?
Your answer was
Come on.
That was funny.
What you got for me?
Come on. Show your Brittany.
woo.
All right, Red,
Hi,
do you want to
Mom
go?
and
Red, it's
Dad.
your turn.
Mom and Dad. Yeah, man, my parents watch this show.
It's a family
Oh,
entertaining
you could just be
program,
funny. You'd be like, hey, baby. You could just be funny. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be funny.
The thing is, Red, they've watched this show so long,
Red.
they already know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, sure.
I'm not a Capricorn. Somebody
All
asked
right,
me
Red.
that, so I just
Sagittarius, baby.
Red, give me 3 nicknames for breasts.
Melons, boobs.
You got one.
Tatas.
There you
Okay.
go.
There you go.
Wow.
There you
That's-
go.
Can I say boobs?
it took you so long.
I can't believe you didn't say.
Like
How
the
did
most
you not say
basic one.
tits? How did you not say tits? That's like the first one that
I
came out.
know.
That's what
Your
I
Dad
was
watches the
Titties,
show. He
say
couldn't say
titties
that.
too often. I'm always saying titties too often. So I was trying to think.
Oh, you're making it harder on yourself. You can't make it hard on yourself. Just fucking go with it.
I'm
I guess.
just doing the first thing that's coming to mind.
Yeah, because I don't have many things coming to my
Like I didn't want to say boobs, but then I did. But I was trying to not say boobs.
to. Just slipped out, huh?
So I guess I should
Now
have
you've
said
said it like
boobs,
6
tits,
times.
and boobs, boobs. If you say it 6 times, they'll appear.
They will.
Boobs,
How many
boobs,
sets?
boobs.
Well, 6, of course.
It's like Total Recall. Remember that 3-titted fucking beast?
Want to have some fun?
Hey, man, I'm one of you guys.
Whoa! Hey, there's the light.
Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, holy shit, exciting over there.
Killing my high over here, man.
Uh-oh.
Me up and shit.
I'm just gonna. I shut the light off long ago. I'm just gonna unplug it. Move it.
Okay, Pain Lady's turn.
Here we go.
All right, I'm looking.
Good job getting us back on track.
Hmm.
She
Man,
just
I
like
can
whipping
hardly
on
see my
the
eyes.
aged. That's what it is.
Ooh,
I
here
smoke
we go.
myself out of this being high.
Talking shit.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. Painted lady, name 3 things you would buy in an adult store.
A dildo, a butt plug, and handcuffs.
A lube would have been acceptable. Very good.
Can't argue. I was gonna say like lotion and shit. She's like, nah, I'm gonna go all the way.
Raw dog, baby. Raw dog.
Hey,
Yeah,
you gotta go with what comes to mind.
yes. Fuck. She's like, wait a minute.
The
I
guy
got
who was talking about bananas
anything.
and cucumbers and
Yeah.
other fucking dangerous toys to bring for food.
Yeah, your food was
I was
weird,
gonna
man.
put a fucking eye out with you.
In a funny way. It's okay.
I'm not saying it's what I buy. I'm just saying.
That's right.
She just answered.
Remember,
What
this
to
is
buy.
made up. They're all made up answers. Remember,
Uh-huh.
guys.
That's right.
No remote control cars.
Your kids, that's good times for sequence.
The Richard Gere.
Man, no keychains. I mean, shit.
Keychains, carabiners.
Fucking lighter. You can remember your time.
Thought he was gonna do it.
I mean,
Reading.
Spartan's
Trying to
turn.
find one for Spartan's turn.
mhm.
Hmm.
Oh,
Let's see,
shit.
what would be a good one? for
Yeah.
Spartan?
I'll wait for the question before I take this hit then.
Maybe you should take the hit.
No, I'm already pretty high. I was trying to smoke myself awake, but I'll wait.
That's a good idea.
That's what you do at
Just
12:34.
Smoke a joint. Oh, it's almost out.
What's it? Shit. I'm trying to find a good one for you, Spartan.
All right, well, I'm gonna take this hit then.
All right, go ahead.
Because it's just calling to me.
Using my little ashtray
Do it.
with my
That's so
little
cute.
pokey.
This would be a good
Go ahead.
time. Good time to remind everybody that when enjoying the facts of life, to always use protection and have a spotter.
Are you Blair or Trudy?
Oh,
What is
Blair.
that?
Trudy, sure.
If you're gonna tape it,
Said
you
the
might as
facts
well
of
put it on
life.
OnlyFans and get paid for it.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Garrett.
Yeah, if you're gonna tape it, make sure you leak it.
Dude, Blair died.
What?
I think Blair died recently.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
all
The
right.
facts of life. The
Facts
facts
of
of
life.
life.
Joe. What was the other girl's name?
It was Joe and
Trudy's friend.
Natalie
Mrs. Garrett.
Natalie.
and Tootie, Mrs.
Tutti
Garrett.
Fruity, fruity.
Oh, I said
Shout out to
Trudy.
Weedless. Shout out to Weedless. Says it's his birthday or her birthday. His
Happy birthday. It's
Hey,
their
happy birthday, Weedus.
Happy birthday.
Cheers, man.
Birthday.
It's
Happy
their
Naked Day.
Get in your birthday suit.
Yeah, man.
Shake it till you make it.
Go for a polar plunge.
Don't do that.
I mean,
That's
we-
not a good idea.
Don't do that.
Oh, when are we doing the Cascades in our floats down sledding?
Well, in
Toboggan.
March, of course.
March 4th?
March 4th. It's a Friday.
It'll be
That's
a
the
Tuesday.
day
Don't have
after
it.
my birthday.
I hate to tell you, but we don't have any fucking snow on Cascades right now.
Yeah, not right now.
True.
It all melted.
Probably June, end of June or July. Is my guess. To get over my sarcasm. End
Mhm.
of June.
No, she was talking about on the snow, like use them to go down the hill. On
Yeah,
snow.
down the hill.
Oh, I thought you were talking about kayaking the Cascades.
No, down the snow.
Oh Jesus, no!
What? Where are we
That's
going?
far away.
What Cascades? Where are we-
Cascades Park in Jackson.
Oh, those Cascades.
Oh, I was thinking Argo Cascades. See,
I was
I was
thinking
all
Argo
confused too.
Cascades.
Oh, we're
Man.
going to go down the.
It's a big giant.
You know what it
sledding
is?
hill.
Those Jackson boys. You know, they think we all know.
Famous sledding hill.
Oh, you don't know? You guys
I
better
thought-
call.
I thought you knew
Somebody.
because we talked about this already.
Oh yeah,
Spartan's not getting out of his second question.
that sounds too
Neither
busy.
What was my
Still
second
Right.
question?
Damn.
Nice,
That's
Becca.
That is a
I
tough
like
one.
that.
Come on, I'm trying.
Red, are you gonna roll her a joint or what? Red, what are you doing?
Bogart.
Damn,
All
she
right.
needs a joint. She
Stop
said
it
at the
all.
beginning of the show she's grumpy. She
I
needs a
smoked
joint.
most of it.
Oh, there you go. She's never mind. She's
Sure,
I should
do it.
take
What are
this
you dabbing
dab.
on? What are you dabbing on?
This is sour apple by Yeti.
Yum.
Yeah, yum.
Sounds good.
It's quite lovely.
I can't wait for this
Oh.
question because it must be a fucking doozy.
It's
by
weird,
now.
isn't it?
That
It's
looks
like,
Waiting for.
Oh, you're
I
waiting
can't
for
talk
the
over
break.
it's
everybody.
inverted,
Yeah.
so it's like
All right.
Okay, go.
All right, Spartan. Name 3 things that you can wear in bed that are sexy.
Nothing, of course, is number 1. Silk, anything silk. Number 2, and number 3, just the tie.
A smile.
Ah!
Just the tie.
Do you go with a bow tie or
It's
a
a
tie?
bolo.
No,
No, a bolo
not a bow
tie.
Not
skinny
a bow
tie, of course.
Bolo.
Skinny
Yeah.
tie.
Just a very skinny tie. You don't want to hide much.
Yeah, like one of them little leather ties.
Well, you don't want a
Ooh.
huge tie, and then like there's
I
a
like that.
comparison. And then
Exactly.
oh.
Why
You want
couldn't
to you want to look bigger than your tie.
Do you want to
You
look
wanna
bigger
keep
than
it in
your
your
tie?
tie. Just wear a little, like a little. It's
It's
just
like
peeking
this
out the
big.
bottom of my beard, and that's all you can see, just a little bit.
But a bow tie.
Fucking ass
Bow
guy.
tie, of course.
All right, Scobo, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Scobo, name 3 adjectives for a vagina.
Ooh. Wet, dry, itchy.
Oh,
Oh,
I just not say moist.
Oh man.
Dry eyes,
Itchy.
eyes.
Oh man.
Itchy.
I was
like
thinking, like, what's an adjective?
I
man?
was. Yeah, me too. I had to
Fucking
think
what's
for a
an
minute.
adjective?
Describing it.
Description
Yeah,
word.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I got it once.
You were about to get a
Once you
bunch of
started
verbs.
saying them.
You were about to get a bunch of verbs.
What would the verbs be?
I don't know. We can think of a few.
Oh, verbs. The verbs of adjective. Oh my god.
Synonyms. you
Well,
mean?
fucking works for every one of them. Or some version of fuck anyway.
Can we get some love in the chat for the game show, the Late Sesh show?
We got Sankey in the chat.
The late sesh.
Yeah, you could
Gyrating?
you could get really-
Gyrating would be a verb.
Sure.
Yeah, gyrating. I like that one. That's a good
It's
one.
an ing.
I don't
Pul-
think that it
pulsating.
can gyrate.
Squirting.
Pulsating, squirting. Ooh, that's a good one.
Too descriptive.
Swollen.
Those are adjectives, or those are verbs.
I know, but
Becca's
like,
tone?
gotta be a little more like.
Are you a little embarrassed, Becca?
You can see it colors. Pink.
Color spectrum.
Stop.
Don't put it on me, man.
It's
I wanna have
fuchsia.
one.
Isn't fuchsia one? That'd probably one of the colors.
I'm trying to take
Becca,
this
do you
dab
want
for
one
the
more
last
question?
minute.
Do you want one more for the road, Becca?
For the road.
Fuchsia sounds itchy.
Yeah, Skibble, you're letting me down. You should have a big giant word or something that we haven't heard yet.
It's only 5 seconds, so man, I'm trying to
Becca,
come
do you
in
want to do
on
another one?
the time limit, man.
No, you have all the time. Just hit me with it.
One more
man.
round.
Give me some gigantic
Round
fucking
3.
awesome word
That's interesting.
that describes a vagina. I want to.
Mr. Manny D says
But we're-
hungry. I like that one.
That's
Voluptuous.
Is that a verb?
Voluptuous. I'll give you that. I like that.
All right,
He
Becca.
says
Okay.
angry.
Oh, she's
Angry.
doing it
The
now.
most
Rick
common.
Okay.
What
All right,
was
Becca.
that?
Name 3 places to have a quickie.
You already asked this question.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
You didn't answer it though. You didn't make the 5 seconds.
Good,
though.
good answer.
It's
Well,
not
do
a new
another one.
question.
The game Nachi dodged 2 questions now.
I don't know.
No, I didn't know we could repeat questions. You just threw me off. Okay, just gotta start over.
Just answer the questions.
I'm sorry.
Red, shine a light in your
Sorry,
face.
I only
man.
have so many questions to
She's
ask.
being a hostile witness.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's got to find a whole new category now. We've been through.
She's
sorry.
supposed to keep me in line. She wrangles me.
Because not all of them I don't think will be funny.
Well, I've ruined it. I'm so sorry. Just
2 rounds is plenty.
Yeah, I only have 50 questions, and then some of the rest of them aren't great. So we're basically went through them all already.
okay.
You could always grab just another category that might be funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to do it. Probably between shows, though.
Yeah.
See, even Manny D remembered the answers.
I was just say chat's pretty fucking on it today.
I was wondering if I had asked that one in this show or not.
Yeah, you asked Painted Lady that one, I believe.
She said,
think
"My
I did,
mom's
yeah.
house, your mom's house." Skill.
Gilbo's house.
Skibbo's house.
All right,
Whose
Gilbo.
house?
Oh.
Aaron's house. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's got a spare house.
Skill's got the party house. Ooh, oh, hey now.
It's gonna be like, what's his face? Danny. What's it? Danny. What's his last name? From Down and Out.
I have no idea what the hell that
Bonaducci?
Huh?
Danny DeVito.
No, the comedian guy.
Danny Elfman.
No,
Look at there's a mini version of it.
somebody in
The
chat.
Red Goblets.
Those are cute.
Got them
She-
separate.
She found this one in Muskegon, and then she found this one on the internet. So she brought
That
them
doesn't sound good.
together.
I know, I'm all nervous hearing that. I'm like, oh, glad
From from somebody respectable.
You want some?
No.
Well, she looked almost disgusted, Red. Wow.
She did.
I'm not going to drink after
I
you.
just
What
was
are you?
so
That's my-
confused.
That's my backwash, of course.
I just didn't know.
Dude, we
why.
threw you so far off that you're still fucking backpedaling off of shit.
Yeah, I mean, she was fucked up from it all. Sequence fucked her up.
Questions.
What was
man.
the first question? It was something about names or something.
It
No,
was
it
the Britney.
was
It was the Britney. Yeah, man.
What do you
No,
name your
no.
Brittany?
It's your
no, the one
hee-haw.
she could, no, the one
Vaginas.
she was hiding from. What was it?
Oh, things to say.
Sexy
Oh.
things to
Sexy
say.
time.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
baby. If
Yeah.
you say that, there you go.
Rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
Time
Rock
to
and
boogie.
roll. Hoochie
It's
Boogie.
coo.
showtime.
And the boogie.
Rock
What?
and roll. Hoochie coo.
You hit him with the whole cop turn around and spread him. That's a good one.
The rest of them are like, what are 3 languages that turn
Someone
you
role
on?
plays.
A little more personal questions.
Like, okay, that, you know, whatever.
What did you say, Sequence?
We're saying some of the rest of them are like, what are 3 languages that turn you on, and dumb questions like that.
German, Swahili, and absolutely Russian. What do you
Oh,
think?
British, man.
All those
go.
harsh names. It's like you're clearing
Oh,
your
yeah,
throat. and
that's
shit.
true. Yeah, that's true. There's something.
On
there.
my 21st birthday, from like
Eskimo.
2 a.m. on, I spoke in a deep Russian accent and had so many people convinced it was real.
That's
It was
awesome.
pretty
I
good.
thought you were gonna say that you seen David Hasselhoff.
No, man, it was real deep.
Of course.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Australian's a good one. Well, that's kind of British too, I guess, a little bit. It's related.
Eskimo.
You just pissed off both countries severely.
Hey, I just like to be.
One is a penal
the-
colony. They're all
I
really
don't care. You know what? They're both cool, and they speak the same language as me. I can at least understand them. They just have a different like accent. But when you start getting to some of the other languages, I can't even understand them.
I
wanna
know.
be-
I have trouble too.
I want to know what they say.
Irish accent is so challenging to understand.
Irish and Scottish, yeah. And I'm Scott. I'm 30% Scottish, or over 30%, 37% Scottish. I found out my sister did a DNA test. I'm like, wow, sweet, I'm Scottish.
Mr.
Have
Sketch.
you ever seen Snatch?
I wanna do a
Yeah.
DNA test. I'm so weirded out about DNA. Snatch.
Me too.
Yeah.
Isn't that another name for Brittany?
No,
It is.
That's what I thought.
That
Gypsy
is another
movie.
name for Brittany.
I think it's got Brad Pitt, the gypsy fighting movie, Snatch. They got
I always saw that one on the shelf at the videos. What was it called? Blockbuster.
You gotta watch
Yeah.
it, man.
I always remember that one though. I never did see it. Oh, I was walking by
I never saw
going, the name.
I remember seeing the movie previews when that movie was new. I guess I'm dating myself. That Snatch movie, and just the way I couldn't understand them in that, and I was like, why would I go see that? Fucking pay money to watch something I can't understand.
Late
Man,
90s, early
When I was
2000s.
over there, it was pretty easy
great
to
movie.
understand people, but except for in one area of Ireland where they spoke Gaelic,
Yeah,
and
That's impossible.
I
You want to
was
talk about long
I was
words.
with
yeah, I was clueless.
I
Even when they
s-
were speaking English.
when I went to Ireland, I stayed in Belfast with some
Mm.
friends. I was in college, so it was like college aged people. And so we'd be like go to the bars and stuff. And once they're like drinking a lot and all together, that's when I couldn't understand. If
Yeah.
I was just talking one on one, sure. But that like all together, it's like super intimidating.
Yeah, it is. It's difficult to understand sometimes. It takes me, it's like on a delay. And then you think about it for like a few seconds. And then sometimes you're like, oh, now I know what they said. But yeah, they're super nice. They're really nice. They
I
just
loved it.
hard to understand
my,
sometimes.
well, my sister's really into tracking our history or whatever ancestors and stuff. So I already agreed with her. So when she's saving that money, I told her I'm ready to go whenever. But she said she wants to go out to. I think she said she wants to go out to Scotland. And so I don't know. I might be doing it this year, so that'd be cool. Check
Do
that
it.
out. Yeah, I already told her I would. I'm just waiting on her whenever she's ready to.
It's
You might
great.
have a castle over there or some shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I mean, she said that's we're supposedly direct descendants of the MacLeod clan, or was it MacLeod? I think it's MacLeod. It's off. They've got a castle on the Isle of Skye in Scotland, so yeah, we'll probably check that out.
Cool.
I'm Scottish on my dad's side of the family. He's Scottish and something else he says. He's unsure, but supposedly I have some Scottish in me.
And Maltese Falcon.
I've got so much. Scottish is just like one of the big percentages. Scottish, and I think the other one is like Northern European. So that's could be so many different things.
Yeah.
Right. I think you always have to take the opportunity to travel. So definitely
It's
do
the
that.
best advice I can give somebody, man. When I was young and 20, dude, in the army, fuck, that was everybody else wanted to stay in the barracks and shit. And I'm like, dude, you were never going to be able to afford to come back here. So you might as well go out and have as much fun as you possibly can. So you can get some worldly experience.
Yeah, definitely. So as soon as this, travel bans shit all wears off and it's easy to move around, I'll probably be doing that.
Yeah, man.
Road tripping.
It seems like a small world, but it's pretty big, man. It's good to see how other cultures exist. It humbled me a lot growing up. Spent a week in Beijing when I was like 13. I saw the way a lot of people different than I live. It was very humbling.
You were just happy because you towered over people over there.
It's crazy, dude. It was wild. I was a kid.
They wore shoes and you didn't.
He's got that fucking.
Actually,
Chinese
I think Red has a lot of common with a lot of the Chinese people. So
Wild.
I fit right in.
I was like 12-year-old Wookfooting out there and they had shoes on. And he's like, wow.
It's wild down there, man. Wild.
civilized.
The streets of Beijing is a wild place.
I like watching documentaries about other parts of the world, getting a little perspective on how nice we have it here with our clean water and stuff.
Yeah.
When I
You
feel
speak
like
for yourself.
bitching about stuff, you know what I mean?
And toilets instead of just holes in the ground. That's pretty fucking
Right,
Dude,
exactly.
when
Right.
we were-
Like,
man.
I guess
they-
sitting at this red light's fine.
you ever see the ones where it's the shower combination? It's the shower and the hole in the floor like that for the shit. You can get the
Yeah,
like a
man.
big flat pan and stuff. A super old bar I was in Paris had that shit. Like, what the fuck is this silly shit, man? Not the shower part. The shower part was in Saudi Arabia.
You are,
You shouldn't shower in the
go to
same place.
go to a bathroom.
Indeed, they do. Yes.
Just the hole in the floor.
Brutal.
Yeah, there's a hole in the floor. It's like the
Hole in
lower
the
part of the floor, and then the side
A
has like
waffle
grooves and
stomp.
shit for your feet. Yeah, it's absolutely fucking mind blowing, man.
No, these were just concrete. Concrete.
No
like,
fucking foul, just
yeah.
foul
It's nice and
fecund. There's a
tile,
word
right?
for you,
There's
fecund.
a
F-E-C-U-N-D.
big concrete slab, and there'd just be like little like raises and decreases, and just a big hole. You just pee in the hole, do whatever you had to do over the hole, make it in the hole. There's just no doors or anything. Just like 3 or 4 holes, you know.
Classy joint.
Kick it in the hole.
That was
Go
that
forward.
was like that wasn't like in the city. You know what I mean? That was like out. I think that was like out like off near like the Great Wall or some shit like that. It was in a different area in the country somewhere. It was like you think like a state park here, that type of thing, like that type of like side of the road rest stop, state park type thing. Maybe it was just like a state. Yeah, it was like just like a rest stop. It was a rest stop. Basic rest stop.
It started out as a state park. Now we're talking about a rest stop.
Man,
Well, I mean, I don't know if they have state parks, but that's
Adventure.
like the type of thing, it's like kind of looks like a state park, but it's like a rest stop. That's kind of what it is.
Okay.
It's holes in the
There
ground.
are some pretty nice ones, man.
This was also like 20 years ago. So, I mean, I'm sure they've come up in infrastructure a little bit since then. It was also the middle of like rural China. So, rural China is a much different place than Beijing. Both a lot different than here, that's for sure.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, pass some like fish. You'd call them like market stands. You know what I mean? Like what normally would be like like vegetables here. You would see there. You would oftentimes, if you're passing by like a river, you'd see like fish stands on the side of the road. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it'd be like fish hanging. You know, it'd be like a few just stands. It'd be like fields and mountains and shit, and like a few fish stands, and vegetable stands. Farmers just selling the goods on the side of the road, stuff like that, free market style.
Cool.
It's very cool, very very cool. Glaciers, in the mountains. That's just still up in there. Wilderness is very cool.
That's super awesome.
I haven't been anywhere over in Asia. I would love to go over there.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
My Boris is freaking me out, man. All right,
Is that him making that noise?
yeah, he's making a noise, and I just woke up because I said his name, but he was sleeping and having some nightmare. And when I was taking the bong rip, when I started ripping my bong and it was bubbling, he opened his eyes part way, and his eye looked at me, but he was still sleeping and making like weird convulsions and shit in his sleep. But his eye like looked at me, and it followed me, but he was still like in his sleep thing,
bro.
and it was fucking freaking me the fuck out.
Sleep paralysis.
That
Or
was
is it
weird.
sleep paralysis?
Possessed,
Now
bro.
he's and then when you said that too, he's awake now. That was
I saw that
freaky.
in the movie.
It's like,
Saw
stop
that.
looking at me, bro.
Oh,
Saw a
Yeah,
movie
go.
start out like that one time.
Like what, with a dog? Or a person?
Yeah, dude.
Kevin 420 or Robert Mendula in chat is asking me a good question about reagent testing. Asking if the test can test how much a dose of something might have on it. In his question, it's referring to like testing like blotter paper or something that might be considered acid or LSD for maybe adulterants or something that might not be LSD. Maybe it's 1-PLSD. Maybe it's an analog, which would be 1-PLSD. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a phenyethylene, like 2CI, 25I, NBOME, something like that, which be just a different safety profile altogether. No, the answer is no. These reagent tests will detect, what the substance is more or less. Depending on reaction time, you could infer a potency, but it's not going to give you like an analysis like a laboratory would. You'd have to get a lab analysis for potency. If you were testing.
that, man, can you check my LSD for me real quick? I promise it's just for research purposes.
Yeah, potentially in the Pacific Northwest, was it Washington or Oregon that has the full state decrim all passed out that way, so they might have a little something easier to access than we do here. But I think that decrim all is trying to move towards that way, in a lot of states. So we may see that here at some point. If we could, maybe we will see testing, just possible labs in places like Ann Arbor or something like that. I know they produce shit like 1-PLSD and a lot of those legal analogs. Maybe those places have some backdoor access or somebody that's able to test that stuff. I don't know anybody like that, so might have to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody. But I'm sure it's possible to figure that out. But either way, no. Basic reagent tests don't.
He said, "Okay, fun times ahead."
Oh,
Rick,
yeah.
Give a shout out for more of this. Find Red on Polarity Science. When Red?
Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We talk about these taboo
On the
topics.
Polarity Science channel.
Polarity Science channel. We go behind the veil Thursday nights.
We appreciate all you guys watching the show. Like and describe in the comments.
Describe the show in the comments.
Literally do.
It was
Full
humorous.
description.
I can describe.